Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're going to be looking into Cloud and Squall, who is going to be getting their reworks, their C90s, and their BT pluses. Now with both of these two characters, they are DPS characters and favorites to many. So when I am going over their reworks and whatnot, I'm going to be summarizing what they are getting, so that way I won't just be straight up reading an endless amount of text. And I'm saying this because there's not going to be any slides in this video, which I've normally have been doing for my previous in-depth videos, but because I have finally recovered from the COVID, Omnicon, whatever you call it, that I caught 2 weeks ago, I am now able to do more around the house. And so with that, I'm going to be pretty busy. So bear with me whenever I do get the chance to do slides for my in-depth videos or for future in-depth videos, then I will do them. But, you know, for this type of video and for probably for the next couple, since anniversary is coming up for both Global and JP, I might not be able to create those slides that you guys have been enjoying. So bear with me, but I will summarize things to make it a little bit more easier to understand when it comes to reworks, you know, C90, so on and so forth. So but yeah, so we're going to be covering both of these two characters in this video. I've already covered Lightning's C90 and her BT plus in a previous video about a month ago, when I thought, or I guess when everybody thought, no, I can't say everybody, when I thought that she was supposed to be coming out with, you know, if you do follow the JP timeline, but she has not yet been released. So maybe she will actually be released alongside with Cloud and Squall in the start dash banner. But yeah, with that being said, if you guys do enjoy the video, consider liking the video and subscribing for future Opera Omnia content. Let me know what you guys think about these two characters with their reworks and whatnot, and if you're going to be BT plusing either of these two units down in the comment section below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about Cloud, Squall, and whether or not you should pull on the upcoming Start Dash banner. So we'll first start off with Cloud's LD ability. Now Cloud's LD ability now deals a 2-hit AoE ranged Brave plus a single target HP attack 6 times, and he does increase his Brave by 50% of the HP damage dealt after each HP attack except for the last. Now for his skill 2 finishing touch, now he increases his Brave by 100% of his attack and then deals a 2-hit ranged Brave plus an HP attack 5 times. He does increase his Brave in between HP attacks except for the last one, and it deals 50% splash HP damage to non-targets. Now when it comes to his skill 1 cross slash, he increases his Brave by 200% of his attack and then follows up with a 3-hit melee Brave plus an HP attack 3 times, and he does increase his Brave in between HP attacks except for the last. And then the plus version of cross slash pretty much does the exact same thing. Now when it comes to his BT, if you do decide to BT plus, he does get his BT effect extended to 6 turns. Previously it was 4 turns, and whenever you throw a book at it, he is now able to deal up to a mil in damage and does deal 50% splash HP damage to non-targets. Now if you do decide to fully BT plus him, what you get out of him is that he now adds 50% attack up to the party and a 30% party Brave damage cap up by 30%. So now it'll be a total of a 50% Brave damage cap up. Cloud's EX extension now makes his EX ability a 3-hit distributed ranged Brave plus an AoE HP attack 6 times, and he does increase his Brave by 50% of the HP damage dealt after each HP attack except for the last. Now when it comes to the buff that he grants to himself, he now adds HP damage up by 20% for Cloud himself, which is really nice because that'll help increase the amount of HP damage that you are dealing onto the enemies. His C65 becomes a 4-hit melee Brave plus an HP attack with a Brave potency of 100% per hit. He does allow for 180% stolen max Brave overflow, and he does extend his C65 to 6 turns. Also, it does add stolen max Brave overflow up by 10% and Brave damage cap up by 30%. Now we'll look into Squall. Now Squall's LD ability now becomes a 4-hit AoE melee Brave plus a single target HP attack 4 times with an increase in Brave potency. He does also recover 1 use of his skill 1 and skill 2 so long as they are not maxed out or haven't been touched at all during the fight. So with him having 3 uses of his LD ability, now you are able to recover 3 uses of his skill 1 and his skill 2, which is great because that will be able to extend his longevity. Now with his follow-up attack, after you deal an HP attack, his follow-up attack now becomes a 4-hit AoE melee brave plus a single target HP attack follow-up 2 times with a brave potency of 50% per hit, and it still deals that 50% splash HP damage to non-targets. Now when it comes to his skills, his skill 2 Renzo Kukin now becomes a 6-hit brave plus an HP attack with an increase in potency per hit, and it does allow for 120% stolen max brave overflow. But the plus version adds an additional HP dump to his Renzo Kukin ability, with the brave potency being at 65% per hit instead of the 90% with the regular Renzo Kukin. Now with his skill 1 Solid Barrel, whenever you use that, it becomes a 5-hit melee brave attack, then follows up with a 3-hit AoE melee brave plus a single target HP attack, and that attack still deals 50% splash HP damage to non-targets. But the plus version becomes a 6-hit melee brave plus an HP attack, and then follows up with a 3-hit AoE melee brave plus a single target HP attack with increases in brave potency, and it also deals 50% splash HP damage to non-targets. Now when it comes to his burst, if you do decide that you want to BT plus him, at 0 out of 3, he now, or his burst attack becomes 2 HP dumps, and he's able to deal up to 1 mil in damage. At 2 out of 3, he does extend his BT effect up to 8 turns now instead of the previous 4. And at 2 out of 3, he now adds party brave damage up by 50% and party max brave cap up by 20%. Squall's EX extension now makes his EX ability a 5-hit melee brave plus an HP attack 4 times, and it does deal 20% splash HP damage to non-targets. His C65 got extended to 12 turns now. Previously it used to be 8, and he now adds attack up by 25% and brave damage cap up by 40%. So why pull on this banner? Now, for newer players, I could probably see if by chance you are needing a DPS unit, then having Cloud or Squall wouldn't be a bad option. But because Anniversary is right around the corner, we really don't know what is going to be happening in terms of banners. You know, with the recent Who Should You BT Plus video talking about Locke and Furion, you know, those could be other options as well that you could consider if you are a new player. Now, there is the possibility that we could have another global first, but we don't know that. Everybody is speculating that with the previous anniversaries that there could be a chance that we could see one, but you never know. But you know, for those who are leaning more towards this banner, you really can't go wrong with either of the two. Squall being that DPS unit that has some strong follow-ups now, has some strong AoE damage with his skill 2 and his skill 1 still dishing out some pretty good damage as well, and then with his LD ability being able to provide those follow-ups so long as you have his overhead active, you know, he becomes a very solid DPS unit. Now his BT effect, even though it did get 2 additional add-ons, aside from that, really doesn't provide too much aside from being able to increase the amount of splash HP damage, if I'm not mistaken, with his BT effect. Let me double check just to make sure. Yes, party splash HP damage up by 50%. So yeah, he'll be able to increase it with whatever, say, your teammates has, in case they are also dealing splash damage. So that's going to be more on top of that, right? And then with Cloud being a DPS unit also has more to his kit. He is able to launch with his skill 2. he is able to paralyze so long as you have the plus version active for his skill 1. And then with his LD ability now being able to delay the enemy by 2 turns, if I'm not mistaken, you know, just makes him a overall versatile character with what he has. But at the same time, though, he is a DPS character, so like he is going to be dishing out some very good damage. Now with both of these two characters having their C90 extensions, you know, basically they just got the ability to dish out more damage with their EX abilities, and their C65 is able to allow them to be able to dish out a little bit more brave damage by increasing their brave damage cap. So overall, though, you really can't go wrong with either of these two characters, especially if you're a new player and, you know, any of these two characters, or I guess if you want to include Lightning as well. You can't go wrong with either of the three, even though, from my opinion and probably many others' opinion, Squall and Cloud definitely they are definitely the top choices over Lightning, because a lot of players, well, I mean, this when it comes to Lightning, you know, that's for a whole another video, or you can check out the video that I did about her. But Lightning is probably the last choice that I would go with in the start dash banner. But again, you know, always going for favorites is definitely a bigger priority, so that way you can enjoy the game. But, you know, if you're trying to, you know, figure out like exactly which one you should go for, when it comes to like overall versatility or variety, excuse me, definitely Cloud is would be my option first, and then for just straight up DPS, Squall would be my choice for that one. But again, you really can't go wrong with either of the two, you know, if we don't count Lightning in this video. So but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know your overall thoughts. Are you gonna be pulling on this banner? Do you already have their kits? Are you gonna be BT plusing them? Let me know down in the comment section below. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, consider liking the video and subscribing for future Opera Omnia content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.